my name is Godfrey, and I'm a fiber artist based in Mesquite, Texas. Today I am going to show you how to create a yarn crystal using yarn scraps you might have laying around the house, our beautiful wood rounds here, scissors, and glue. I use tacky glue because the yarn really requires a lot of tack to adhere to the wood. It's a great glue to use with this material for sure. And I wanted to show you, before we get started, I do like to print out these little agate stone drawings that are blank. This is a great way for you to visualize how you might want to, what colors you might want to use in creating your yarn crystal. So you can absolutely grab some markers, color the colors that are your favorite colors, and this is going to be sort of your guide when you're working on your actual yarn crystal. So basically how we get started, we'll grab the yarns that we want to use. For me, I like to use a lot of yarns in my work. This one in particular has, I would say, 10 different yarn colors, and I do have some exciting news. The Mesquite Arts Center will be providing 50 kits that will include all the materials that you need to create these yarn crystals. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what I like to do is cover the entire top of the circle with the glue. And if you don't have tacky glue, that's perfectly fine. School glue, Elmer's glue, all glues work great in making this project. And so we're just going through and covering the entire top with glue. You can also just glue section by section if you don't want to fill the entire top. What I mean is just do the middle and start from there. So this is totally your design, up to you on how you want to create it. So I have been doing this work using yarn for the past 20 years. And I really found this material when I was in college at the University of North Texas, and I was just experimenting with my mediums, using a lot of different types of craft materials, from glitter to nail polish to Legos to yarn. And yarn has really struck a chord with me. It is such an amazing material that I feel personally connected to. And for me, yarn really showcases, it's a material that's really associated with women and women's work. And so for me, using this material, I feel like I'm rooted in the strength of women, and it's a really powerful experience for me. And so what we're going to do is sort of create the shape that you see here at the core of the agate stone. So this is kind of a geometric shape, lots of little lines here. And this is going to act as sort of your guide for your core. So I like to use black for this part. And then I like to take this sort of funky yarn that has whites, grays, and black tones and fill it in. And so you're just going to press gently until you don't see any more glue. Cut off the excess. And just for security, I go through and just press down a little bit more to ensure that it is really strong and held nicely. So here's where the fun stuff begins. Once you have your core created, that's when you can jazz it up, bring in a bunch of color. So we're going to start with this purple color. And so the core was sort of the guiding point. So I'm going to put all of these next colors against the core and just continuing this sort of pattern that's naturally created. These patterns you'll find in agate stones, in geodes, and I love thinking about how these patterns were formed. Obviously, it took a really long time for nature to form the patterns within these stones, and it makes me think about our layers and how we're formed, and just helps me reflect on my own personal core. Now I'm just freestyling it with color. Personally, I love color so much. I get really inspired by it. I feel like I think and see only in color. And so it's really fun to just experiment and get as free with your color choices as you want. And so here's what we're looking like so far. Super fun, super colorful. Now let's say you don't want to snip every single line. You could just fold over the lines. It makes it go a little bit faster. You're not going to get as straight of lines, but it's still a beautiful shape. So these are really fun to make with the whole family. My kids make these with me. I often create a lot of these to show as a series at galleries. So you can hang, multiple different versions of these, various sizes on the wall. It's just beautiful, and it just feels so connected to nature, and I just love surrounding myself with nature in any way I can. I just love working with this material. As you can see, you can't go fast because your hands will be covered in glue, so it really is a time to take for yourself to create this work, moving very slow, very calmly, and just taking that moment for yourself and for the work. It's really relaxing. I call this my therapy because it really does help me calm down if my brain is frazzled. It's just a very nice and calming piece to create. I'm going to add a little bit more glue on this side because I want to be able to add one final layer on there. And just a reminder that if you don't have one of these wood rounds, you can use any flat material. Even cardboard works for this. I've done that with my kids before. Just a piece of square or round cardboard that you cut into a round, and to sort of give you that effect of the yarn crystal. And I'm going to create sort of the exterior part of the rock now. So I tend to do that with a little bit thicker yarn. So in your diagram here, you'll see that there is an exterior rock that's usually brown or gray toned. And so that's why I like to have one of these types of yarns on hand that's a little bit thicker, and it can really emulate that sort of exterior rock. And so we can go wider and bigger with this. And as a reminder to make sure you're pressing down really, really well, that makes sure that your yarn is absolutely secured onto your work. And there you have it, your very own yarn crystal. It's a beautiful thing to create that connects us all with nature and all the beauty of the patterns that you find in these agate stones. And it's just super fun. So today I hope you enjoyed creating these yarn crystals with me. Make sure you visit the Mesquite Arts Center this summer to view my solo show coming up in July.